welcome back. My name is Michaela. I'm a 5th grade teacher in Wisconsin, and I'm just continuing classroom setup. I've been here for a couple hours already, and I've just been sitting here making decisions about what I want to do with my bulletin boards in my room. So I made a bunch of decisions. I made a bunch of stuff on Canva. I printed it, and I just brought it back. So I'm going to cut them out and actually start putting together my bulletin boards. I have made some decisions about what to do with these little skinny bulletin boards that are around the room. Here, I'm going to put my communication guidelines, but in like longer form. So I split these into separate things, so it should span the whole length of that. I also have hand signal cards that I'm going to put up here. I briefly considered putting my schedule up there, but actually that would be really annoying to like move around, so I decided against that. This, as I've said, is going to be my book flicks board. And then up here, I'm just going to put my friends and family board. So my school utilizes conscious discipline, and within conscious discipline, we have like a board in the room where the kids can bring in pictures of their friends and family and have them available in the room to look at. Last year I had it on my door, which was kind of hard for kids to actually like utilize it and look at it. And so I'm just gonna put it up there so they'll be able to look over at any time and just see all the different pictures of their friends, family, animals, whatever. This board is staying the same, but I did print all my new jobs, so I'm gonna update that board as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what's on the schedule for today. As you can tell, I did pull out my schedule cards and we did get our master schedule, so I might just put that together. Tables have not been moved yet, but I do have a friend who's gonna either come today or tomorrow morning, and we're gonna move them together so I don't scratch the floor. I also took a quick peek to see if my roster was available yet, and there was a roster in there. I have no idea if it is accurate, but according to that, I have 21 students. So I might be able to get away with getting rid of one of these really long tables and then have 4 of the like smaller-ish tables and then 1 of those long tables. I'm kind of hoping that's what happens, because then I'll have a lot more space at the front of the room, which would be really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna get working on things. All right, as you can tell, maybe from the windows, it's a little bit later. It's like 7:30 now. I love my room. I love it. My friend came and we moved tables around and put chairs out, and I'm so excited. I think it looks so awesome. That table up there, I'm getting rid of. I don't need it, and so it'll just be these. And I also went up to our storage area, and there's like a circle table that could fit 4 students. So I'm gonna see if I can replace this long one with that little small round one and put that in the middle, and I feel like it'll be so flowy, and I feel like we'll have a lot of space, and I just love it. I love it so much. It's also nice because the chairs are off of the carpet area now. Things are starting to feel like my classroom. Another thing I've just been doing for the past couple hours is just like laminating and cutting things, which is super boring. And then my friend came, so I kind of stopped that for a little bit, so I'm just gonna bring that stuff home and do it at home. But the other thing I did is I kind of put together my little supply station here. So we have all the little headphones that I got. I have a bunch of markers, whiteboard markers, and colored pencils. And then I have my clipboards over here, paper, and then scissors. So whoever's the little supply captain at their table will come over here to replenish anything that they need for their caddies at their table if needed. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with this cart. It used to hold my morning choice options, but I have something else in mind for the morning this year. And so I don't know if I'm gonna need those things anymore. So if you have any good ideas for a 10-drawer cart like that, I already have one for me and my stuff, so I don't really need it for organization. So if you have any good ideas for like student stuff, let me know. One thing that I'm just not sure about how it's gonna fit into the room yet as I'm putting things together is that whiteboard I put together. It's just kind of over here, and I feel like it's really out of place, but I don't know where else in the room would make sense for it to go. There really isn't a location that it could go. The safe spot is over there. Chromebook cart's gonna go there, and that's also where our pencil sharpener is. And there's really like no other spot for it, so I feel like that might just have to be where it goes. But yeah, I'm really excited about the progress that was made today. I'm feeling really, really good about my classroom, and I'm gonna go now because it's late at night and I have not eaten dinner. So I'll see you later. So I am back, and I am literally in love with my room. I'm starting to like super love it. I'm gonna show you what I've done since the last time I talked to you, because I've been doing a lot of hanging things up, printing, laminating, cutting, getting things all set up. So first things first, here's my updated class jobs board. I actually have all the jobs up there now. I realized that I have quite a few more than possibly how many students I have, but you never know how many students you will get. And then they have more options, which is awesome. These numbers like are Velcroed on, so you can easily update the students that have each job, and they can easily look over and see who has what job. And then I put up some hand signal stuff. I got a bundle with quite a few different hand signals, but I'm definitely not gonna use that many, so I just picked the ones that I think I would use the most. They did not span the entire bulletin board, so I put this little border here to kind of separate, and I don't know what I'm gonna put over there. I used to have a poster over here that showed some communication guidelines for how to talk to each other, but I kind of transferred that over to here of how we talk, and then I might add some like graphics or maybe sentence starters around each one to kind of show what that could look like. And then last year I had these voice level cards, but they were magnetic and I just put them on the board. However, since I did take down the communication guidelines poster, and I don't think these work well if I put them on the board, I took off the magnets and I just put them up here. Then again, I said these boards I was gonna use for friends and family, so I put up just a label. And then here's the thing I'm most excited about. I got like really particular with it, and I'll show you what I mean by that. But I think it looks really, really good, and I'm really excited about it. So here is my BookFlix board so far. What I mean by I got really particular is these were on like a full strip of black with white text, and it just kind of looked weird. So me and my friend cut out each individual letter and then I stapled them up there, which is a lot of work, but I think it looks really good. Up close, it's a little weird because you can see the staples like in each letter. I tried using this white chalk marker to color over the white staples, and then I used a black permanent marker to color over the black ones, which does help when you're kind of farther away. But up close it is a little weird. So I think it looks really, really awesome. I love it. I'm going to measure how much space is between all of these so I can go home and make the little book cover cards. But I'm going to add some Velcro dots once I get those book cover cards. And then I'm going to add like a search bar and whatever else is on Netflix. I can't remember right now. There is a lot of space over here, so if you have any other ideas for adding to a BookFlix board, let me know. If the book covers don't go very far, I could also separate this bulletin board out and put like a border and maybe something there, but it's kind of like behind the mailboxes, so I don't know. So yeah, that's what I've done. Again, I really, really love it. Like, I'm in love with my room again. I'm so excited for school to start, but I still have a lot of things to do. I'm not done labeling my books at all. One thing I'm working on is I got these little push light things. I got a pack of 5 because you can't buy them individually. And I thought I had batteries here, but I don't. So I'm gonna have to get some batteries from home, but it's just this little push light and I'm gonna use it as like the bathroom light. So since I really only want one student in the bathroom at a time, I'm just gonna put it right by the door. And so I'm gonna put it like right here. And so when they go to the bathroom, they'll just turn the light on, and when they come back, they'll turn it off. So then we know if the bathroom is in use. I also got some more vines so I can kind of fill up my walls a little bit more. That is something I'm always on the hunt for, or I will just purchase every once in a while because they're not that expensive. But if you buy like a bunch of them at one time, it can get expensive, but I just love it. I love it so much. I don't think I could do real plants in here because I feel like they would end up dying. Then the other thing that I got, and I will set up once I get my tables all situated and finalized, is I got these little like small poster sign things. And so I'm gonna put one at each table, so it'll have like their table group number. And then on the back, I'm thinking I might put the table jobs on the back, and maybe with like a dry erase marker or something, they can specify who has which table job, because in addition to class jobs, I'm gonna have table jobs at each table. And I don't know if I'm gonna change those like weekly or what, because I want everyone to have a chance to do the different table jobs and have responsibility with their table. So yeah, table group number, and then also on the back, the table jobs. So that's where I'm at right now. I'll be back another day. Like I said, I'm gonna make some things for the BookFlix board, and then maybe start making some table group cards and stuff like that. I'll see you when I come back. Hi, I'm back. I literally don't remember anything that I said in the last time I filmed. But I'm back. I think I've been here a couple times since I was here last, so I've gotten some things done. And my room is just like coming together. Like, I love it, and I'm so happy with it, and I'm actually getting really excited for school to start. So I'm gonna show you where my bulletin board is at because I added some things to my BookFlix board. I think the last time I showed you this, I just had the letters up, but now I added some titles under each thing. So this year I'm planning on doing First Chapter Friday, and so I'm gonna start putting all the First Chapter Friday reads here, so it's like a continue reading them if you liked them. I just found this here. It was up on the wall, but it must have fallen off the wall, but I just put some extra titles in there. I'm kind of at the point where I think the bulletin board is a little bit too big, or I made things too small, because there is a lot of extra space. I did print out these that I'm gonna cut out and put onto the board, so hopefully that kind of fills up some of the space. But I still don't really know what's gonna go here unless I just like put a bunch more books up there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to fill up the space, and I'm not starting over, so. I do not remember if I already showed you this, but I had asked the custodian to take out the 2 really long tables that were in here and just bring in 1 round table, and they haven't brought the round table yet, but all my tables are like where they're gonna be, except for the round one that's not here. And so I've also put the little table signs on them and stuff, so I'm gonna show you that. So right now, this is where they're at. I love them so much, and I have these little signs, so we have like table numbers, and then on the back side they have their table jobs, so depending on how many kids are at each table, so a lot of them have 4, this one has 5 at it, they will have a different table job, and I'm gonna write like their names or numbers on here or something so they can just indicate who has which job each week. So here is my room from the front of the room so far, and then I have my little caddies out. I have this color, and then I also have white. I put the white ones out for a little bit, and I didn't think they looked as good, but let's see if you agree with me. I mean, the white ones are pretty dirty, so there's one with the kind of teal color, and then here's one with the white. The white does look really nice and calming, or maybe I could just do a combination, like some white, some teal, but it does match the teal back there. Maybe I'll actually do some white and some teal. I could add like a variety. But yeah, the tables are something I'm super excited about. I really love how much space I have because of them, and with being able to take out those 2 really long ones, I have a lot more space between the different tables, and it's just so nice. The other thing that came in since the last time I talked to you, I think, are the bins for each table. So I have 6 of these like 3 drawer bin things. I'm going to have 5 tables, so I really only need 5 of these, and then I can use the other one for something else. I was gonna try to put these like underneath each table as like a little station at their table, but then I realized that they fit perfectly under the BenQ board, and I might just leave them up there, but I don't know if that'll cause too much traffic when we switch subjects and they try to like take out their supplies and stuff. It will only be 1 person getting the supplies for their whole table, but you know, that could still cause like a big traffic jam in between subjects. I'm gonna wait for the final table to come to make that decision on where those are gonna go, because I feel like then I'll be able to play around with where I can put them and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, the only things I've really been working on are like actual lessons and stuff. So I have an entire document of all of my routines and procedures, and it's insane. I also started planning out the first day of school, and I want to get the whole first week of school planned out, but right now I'm just in the middle of the first day. So yeah, I'm gonna cut out those things for the BookFlix board, see what that looks like, decide where I'm gonna put those vines, hang them up, and then I might work on some labels for these bins so they are labeled by their table, and then I might leave. I don't know what else to do, so that's where I'm at. All right, I finished. I think it looks really good, except if I go straight on, it is a little bit lopsided, which kind of bothers me, but it does not need to be perfect. Like, I need to stop myself, otherwise I will just like keep adjusting it. And if you get really close, you can see the staples. Actually, you can't even really see them on video, but yeah, totally here. You can totally see them. I tried coloring them red and it just kind of messed it up. But yeah, now I just really need to figure out how to fill this space. I thought I could maybe put like words that tell them to submit books that they would like to see on the BookFlix. Maybe I could add like a reviews section over here where they could like post reviews, but I would just really need to make sure that I utilize it and like remind them of it throughout the year, because last year I had a review board and like nobody used it because I just never mentioned it, so I would need to make sure to do that. All right, I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna show you what I did. I don't know if I like it. I added those vines everywhere, and I have the belief that the more plants the better. I feel like it just brings literal life to a room, even if they're fake, but I kind of feel like it's too much. I'll show you and you can see if you agree with me. So there used to just be a little vine clump there, there, and there, but I just added it like across the whole thing. And I don't know if it looks weird. Like, I don't know if it's too much, or I don't know if it looks weird because there's not some on the very top, but I don't know, like how it looks weird, doesn't it? And then I just continued this over here as well, and it looked fine when it was just like this, but now it just kind of looks weird too. And so again, I don't know if it's just because it's not going all the way around or what's going on. I feel like they looked better when they were just like little clumps, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Anyway, that's like all I did. I'm going to empty these bags that I brought with just stuff that I had in my room at home for my classroom that I forgot about. So I can actually unbag them right now for you. And then you can let me know if you have any ideas for how to use them, because I think I got them and then like didn't know what I could do with them. Okay, so bag number 1, we have ring pops. They are from last year. I just didn't want to leave them in my room and have them melt. And then I have this little drawer thing from the Target dollar spot. So here's one of those things. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what I could put in here, but here's a little drawer. And then I bought these little adhesive pocket things because whenever I need them, I don't have them. And I don't need them all the time, but whenever I need them, I don't have them. So I stocked up. I got some square ones, and then I have some rectangle ones. I have these like heavy duty magnets. My roommate was getting rid of them and I was like, I'll take them. I could use those somehow. So magnets. Second bag, again, treats from last year that I didn't want to melt. So we have some Airheads. With my prize box going away, I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of those pieces of candy, but I have them. And then I have another one of those little drawers because I was like, if I end up finding use for it, and I really like it, I don't want to miss out on the opportunity of having it. So now I have 2. I have this little cute notebook that my roommate also was getting rid of, and I just think it's cute. There is some like fantasy writing in the back, so that's kind of fun. Oh, I think it's for like D&D or something, because I also found these little like character cards. I have these gel pens that a student gave me last year, and I also have this little notepad that a student gave me last year as well. So there's a little unbagging for you. One more thing that I've done is I did hang up the little bathroom button. The light is very bright, so be careful if you get this, but like it's super bright and I kind of feel like it's gonna like blind people. So I don't know if I should put it in a different location. Like looking at it, my eyes are like, whoa. I am also a little nervous that it's gonna eventually come off because this is fabric on a bulletin board and this is just like adhesive and like it's kind of like hanging on the board. So I don't know if that's gonna fall off at some point. I thought maybe I could make like a little box or something where the light's facing upwards and maybe that could be the bathroom light, or maybe I could put something over the light so it kind of like diffuses it a little bit. I don't know what to do with that, but I like the idea of a bathroom button, but I don't know if it's gonna be too bright. I did just have one idea for vines. So I have just string across this entire wall for anchor charts because I don't really have wall space for anchor charts. But what if I like strung vine on that string too? That could be kind of fun, right? But yes, thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here and following along on my classroom setup journey this year. It is different than previous years because I am just adding on to my classroom instead of restarting, but I am really, really enjoying making it even better and a place that I even more so want to be. Thank you so much for all of your ideas and feedback that you've been leaving me. I really appreciate it. My lights just went off. Okay, well, they don't want to actually recognize me as a person, so I guess they'll just stay off. But yeah, if you enjoy these videos, want to see more, please subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye!